Welcome to Daybreak Plus on a Monday morning.
Happy Monday.
No, don't do that, Matt. Go back. Oh. I'll fix this. Okay.
You've got the overhead view.
Yeah, I know you're a little cropped out. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
How's
Look
that?
at the adjustments on the fly.
All right.
My big head was getting...
Your ego.
Well,
the
the problem is what happens if you scooch over is...
The camera moves?
Yeah, you can scooch a little back that way.
All right, there we go. Much better.
Perfect.
It's a Monday.
Thank you, Matt. Is that 6'7"?
6'7"?
No, that's
6'7".
not what I meant with that.
How you doing?
Good, really good. Getting over a cold.
Oh,
but
isn't everybody?
I know.
Did you relax this weekend?
I did. I did a lot of chilling.
Chilling outside?
Chilling outside. Yeah. Went to Ravine Park. Remember earlier?
You did. You asked about Ravine Park.
And the last time we went, or the time before this, we did the small loop, and we're like, man, we really want to do the full loop. And so we convinced the kids to go out and get some vitamin D with us. The sun was out yesterday, and it's one of my favorite things to do is just walk in the snow, especially in the woods.
It is so nice. It's quiet, peaceful.
It's peaceful. I love it because so few people do it. But we did run across a few people out there, so it was that was cool. You can actually see the bridge in the background there.
Oh yeah. You don't always get those moments with just your family either.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
So we really enjoyed that.
It looked tricky in one spot in particular.
Oh, I love this. So we passed a couple. We passed a couple before we got to these stairs, and they go, "Okay, look out for the second set of stairs. Really slippery." And they were not kidding. And my wife's like, "You know what?" She came off a knee surgery. She's like, "I think the better way to do this is just slide on my derriere." So she did that, and she actually looked like she had fun doing it.
Ruin your knee, right? It did look kind of fun.
My daughter, I didn't include it, but my daughter did. She slid down as well, but on her heels, like.
Oh, jeez.
And she's just much more
She's
balanced.
She's got some good balance, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what we did. Pretty chill weekend. Caught up in some sleep. So
nice.
Yep.
I know George was traveling over the weekend.
Yes, my children were in a swim meet in Wisconsin, and my son just missed making the state cut in the 50 free, but he went the free 50 breast.
That is a good photo. Yeah, that's cool.
But he came back in the 100 and made the state cut, so he's in the state meet next weekend.
That's so
exciting.
cool.
You're going to go back and
I'm
going to
go back. It's in Racine next weekend.
Okay, cool. Way to go. Little George.
Yeah. That's all mom's genes.
Sure. Well, that's awesome. I was also doing kids sports stuff over the weekend. I don't know what's happening, but it was hockey weekend.
Hockey time.
Which is more often than not for you, right?
It does feel like every weekend is hockey weekend. That's not totally true, but it feels that way sometimes. So it was just Rocco came with Grady and myself, and it was in Ludington. So Rocco was living it up as the only other kid there in the stands and,
I like your sweatshirt.
eating up all the attention. And he wants to play hockey so bad. So Grady's out there in the white helmet in this photo.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was really fun. It was tricky driving home, I'll say that. Oh,
yeah, you said lots of snow when you were on your way back.
Oh, yeah.
This Sunday morning, right?
Sunday morning. I debated coming back on Saturday night because they didn't make the Sunday championship game. But, great. We'd already paid for the hotel. They really wanted to stay, and I was like, I'm tired. It's fine. But then Sunday morning, this was the roads for like 70 miles. And then once we got closer, it was fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a little bit tricky on the way here. That's how it goes.
Yep.
Driving in Michigan in the winter.
Yes.
And
you never know when you're going to get
something else in Michigan in the winter. Cold.
Single digits today.
Holy smokes. And Storm Team 8 did the whole winter outlook, and you'd said it was going to be a cold December. Mm-hmm. We just hoped that you wouldn't deliver it.
We didn't believe him. Why didn't we believe him?
Wrong. Come on. No, we were most, out of the winter forecast, we were most confident of how the winter would begin. and that's December. December, there's all these analogs that suggest that this is going to be a cold December. Now, it's tough to see. Cold doesn't always equate to a lot of snow, but we were very confident on the cold, which we got this morning. Record lows pretty much across the board. The previous record in Grand Rapids was 2. I'll show you this coming up. There was actually, I think we got as cold as 6 below in Big Rapids. So here's a look at, on the right column, the previous record, new records on the left side. Lansing, far cry from it. Our records obviously began later than 1864 in Grand Rapids. Otherwise, I would suspect that we would probably be in the negative 20 degree range like Lansing was. But anyway, cold morning. 12 consecutive days below average. So we're doing the 12 for 12.
I believe that.
And so far, December started out 12 degrees below average. And that isn't even including today's temperatures mixed in there. So it's actually going to go even colder than that. So it's the 4th coldest start to December. It's not just here. Pretty much anywhere east of the Rockies, with the exception of Florida, dealing with these below average temperatures. So I would imagine like energy prices like through the roof. Furnace is working overtime. I actually got my furnace tuned up last week. Anyway, we're looking at high pressure today. It's going to give us a little bit of sunshine on this cold day. That's always welcome. A little wave moving through the Minneapolis area, eastern Iowa, Des Moines area, Quad Cities. That's going to move east and give us some snow, I think, by tomorrow morning at this time. Could mix in with a little freezing rain. I was just talking to Blake about this last week. He's like, freezing rain is the worst. There's nothing good that comes out of freezing rain. See, snow you can take advantage of, but freezing rain stinks.
I agree.
Ugh.
That's
Just makes a mess of everything.
Freezing rain, no good.
Area of low pressure, if you look in southwestern Canada, Alberta, is going to move in, and that's going to be a more substantial storm system. That's going to join us, I think, for Tuesday night and Wednesday, and that one's going to have a lot more moisture with it. So here's the first one in the combo of the Clippers, and that's going to break out some light snow, especially Grand Rapids North. Early tomorrow morning, just a 1 to 3 incher. I'd say probably up around Ludington, Hart area, Whitehall, Montague might get the most snow out of this. It's not a big event, but then here's that second system I was talking about for Tuesday night and Wednesday. I know it's hard to believe it, considering how cold it is right now, that we actually have a chance of some rain, especially south of Grand Rapids on Wednesday, but temperatures will go up a bit. And then after that system departs, it looks like lake effect kicking in. Now, this is the European model the total snow going all the way through this upcoming Friday. How you doing, microphone? I think this is conservative. Now, maybe not for Grand Rapids, but up around the Ludington area, let's say Baldwin, I wouldn't be surprised to see 8 to 12 inches by Friday.
Wonder what Blake's school closing prediction will look like for that.
Yeah, good point. I wouldn't be surprised to be some school closings. National Weather Service has already hinted they may put up a watch for the system coming in Tuesday night into Wednesday. So stay tuned. A future forecast hasn't been issued as of yet. And then behind that system, we're going to kick in the good old lake effect with more cold, descending upon the Great Lakes. So winter trudges on through December.
Do you have okay, that's what I was wondering, if you had one more that you wanted to look at.
Now, we're getting closer and closer to Christmas. What I hear, that it's 2 weekends away.
Oh. Is it really?
I think so. That's why I just heard.
2 weeks from Thursday, right?
Oh, man. Anyway.
Haven't done a thing.
I got to go.
Yeah, I know. But everybody wants to know, is it going to be a white Christmas? It's looking more and more likely, although I do expect a warm-up right prior to Christmas, probably around the 20th. somewhere between the 16th and the 20th. We'll see if that.
Warm up meaning, I mean,
Above-
warming
above-
up from 0.
Yeah, well,
Before.
it would be above freezing. So I don't think we're going to melt a ton of snow, but
You'd have to get pretty far above freezing
Yeah.
to melt what we've got.
so I still am holding out that we're going to have.
What do you think it would take to melt the snow? We'd have to be what?
Well, the combination that melts snow would be an extended
Rain.
temperatures above freezing with rain.
Okay.
That usually just wipes out a solid snowpack in a quick hurry.
Well,
So
let's hope that doesn't happen.
yeah, I hope that does not happen.
Don't get all the snow in December just to not have a
Oh,
white.
I know. Have a white Thanksgiving, but not a white.
We've had plenty of years like that, right?
We've had a few. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, you ready for the week?
I have no choice. It's a busy one. I am ready.
Busy.
You have a short week too, don't you?
Yeah, I have Friday off.
Yeah,
Shopping.
we both do this week.
Be by myself on Friday.
All by
Oh,
herself.
sorry,
All
tweakers.
by my. Oh, I can't copyright.
Copyright infringement.
By myself.
No more than a few seconds.
Yeah. So probably Christmas shopping.
Is it busy because you've got the snow conditions or
Yeah,
snow
snow
sports?
conditions. Yep, snow sports reports coming up on Thursday, and then just a lot of things at home.
Yeah, that's that time of year.
Yeah, my mom just texted me, "Hey, when can we go Christmas shopping?" Not sure. Trying to figure that one out.
Just go sit with her at home, get
Yeah.
online,
Yeah,
find the
Click
safe
away.
places to buy.
she really likes to get out, and she needs to get out.
Yeah.
So I go over there quite
Well,
a bit.
that's different. Yeah.
A fair amount. I go over there and we play cribbage. It's-
Nice.
We have a running tally. Right now, she's ahead of me. I'm chipping away at
No
that.
mercy.
But she likes to get out and have lunch and so forth. And yeah, we'll figure out a
See
time.
if you can do that Friday. Well, thanks, Matt.
Sure.
We do have our top stories in the rundown to get to next.
Yeah, stay with us.
Welcome back to Daybreak Plus here on a Monday. We have the rundown now.
Let's get to it.
Including the big story from over the weekend in Muskegon that we are hoping, we'll get a little more information about today.
Yeah, there was a shooting, 2 people killed. They do have a person of interest in custody now.
And 3 people hurt. And I think when this came out, we'd heard there was a child who was hurt. That is a 4-year-old, and a bullet grazed them. And they're going to be okay.
They should be okay.
But the other 2, in addition to the 2 who died, are in critical condition.
The police said that this may have been a robbery attempt, and all these victims are in their 20s, essentially.
Yeah.
2 of the people who died, and then 2 of the people who are in critical, as you mentioned.
And this is a neighborhood that this isn't a commonplace thing. If you look at the data, which we have looked at, the number of robberies or violent crimes like this is relatively low, and especially compared to other neighborhoods in Muskegon, it's on the very low end. So I think, a lot of people there are surprised by what happened. And we checked in with people in the area about
Yes.
that.
It's just very, very sad because, a young man's life and a young lady's life was taken away from her. They had their whole lives ahead of them. And you know what? It's so sad because in Muskegon, we should be rallying together. We should be standing together as a community. And this is so sad. Just very, very sad.
It's like you can't hear about something like this and get immune to it ever. There's never a point where you're just immune to it because these are real people. These are real families. These are real lives. And I guess it hits a little closer to home when they're a block away.
So yeah, this is just something that we're waiting for them to release identities. They have somebody in custody, a person of interest. We don't know who that is yet. They just said person of interest. They didn't label this person as a suspect officially.
And
or
this was
names.
Jackson Avenue and McLaren Street. This was on Saturday. And of those 2 victims, 1 died at the scene, 1 died later on at the hospital. You mentioned 2 in critical condition, and the 4-year-old will be okay.
Another situation we're following. There's now a state police investigation in Grand Rapids after city police officers killed a man who they say was firing at them.
This was a 51-year-old man. They were responding to a domestic situation, and the short version of the story is they pulled him over in a car. They say he got out and started firing. They fired back. Now all those officers are on leave. Michigan State Police are investigating. That's standard procedure in these kinds of cases.
Originally, a woman called around noon that yesterday saying about this domestic situation. And they did go at that time, but they said the man didn't answer the door. So this was a second call where the woman said he texted her that he was going to shoot himself. So they say they pulled him over because they believed he had a weapon, and that's what happened after. All of Ionia schools, all schools in the district are closed today, and this is after what happened last week when they found an educator's body in one of the buildings at Welch High School.
They did not say how the person died, but they did say there was not a threat to the public and schools should be back open tomorrow.
This is a story we're going to be following up on today. We're not sharing the name of the educator at this time. I think, people in the area know who it is, but we're making the decision not to share that yet until police offer some clarity as to what happened. But this obviously has touched a lot of people in the area. When you're in education, you touch a lot of lives.
And right, you mentioned a lot of people obviously know who this person is. There have been counselors on hand to provide support to anybody who needs it. That's been going on since last week.
So as this unfolds, and for today, they're keeping all of the buildings closed. They said administrators said they expect that those buildings will be back open tomorrow. There's a big meeting tonight in Lowell focused on the data center. There's a proposal to build this data center, and the Planning Commission is going to meet tonight about that.
7 o'clock meeting tonight. This is a $1 billion project that's expected to generate millions in new tax revenue to help with roads and schools and public safety.
People have concerns about data centers like this and the impact that they could have on the one hand. On the other hand, as more people use AI, ChatGPT, anything that you use AI for, it takes so much more data than a simple Google search, for example.
A lot of residents wondering if it's going to raise their water and their energy bills. Consumers Energy says no. People aren't so sure.
We'll see what happens at that meeting. I know that they've had such a huge show of interest that they've changed what's the word I'm looking for? Not the platform, but
The agenda.
The agenda, just their approach to how they're going to run the meetings. They have given more people time to make some public comments. So there's a lot of interest here, and not everybody goes to these meetings. A lot of times they'll have a meeting like this and hardly anybody shows up. So when it's an issue like this, they get a lot more interest and they have to adjust their approach.
And the township board is expected to take a final vote December 15th.
It's coming up.
Just a week or so away.
We have celebrity birthdays, George's favorite segment.
Coming up next.
Coming up next. We'll be right back with more Daybreak Plus. And we're back with more Daybreak Plus. Celebrity birthdays.
Let's begin with rapper Nicki Minaj.
Happy birthday, Nicki.
Happy birthday, 43 years old today. Successful hip-hop artist and
doing great.
Judge on American Idol at one time.
That's right.
How about that?
How about that? We also have a sports birthday.
Yes.
Sports ball. Who says that? Oh, one of my cousins. Not into athletics at all, so they just call every sport sports ball.
Sports ball.
I think this is sports ball 1.
This is Dwight Howard, 40 years old.
Superman.
Yeah, he won a championship with the Lakers back in 2020, and I covered him during the Olympics.
Cool.
2008 in Beijing, he was part of the gold medal winning Team USA.
Do you have any pictures?
No pictures of Dwight.
Oh. Wouldn't that be nice?
Should have taken some more pictures.
Big,
You know, when
big
you're
birthday for him.
when you're covering them,
You don't want
you
to
don't
ask
really
for a picture.
ask for pictures. If someone happens to take one,
Right. It's not really appropriate.
when you're a reporter, you're not supposed to
You're supposed
ask
to be
for,
objective.
right. Not
You're-
supposed to ask for photos and autographs
Yeah.
and things like that.
For
So,
acting like a fan.
you know, the funny part is all the people that I've met over the years. It'd be nice to have some
Oh,
more
sure.
photos. You know, and a lot of
We're
NBA
just going to get a
stars.
2-shot just for our coverage. just for the coverage.
Every now and then I
We
was
need a
working with a
cutaway.
camera person who would snap a photo, and for example, with Kobe Bryant, the late Kobe Bryant.
Nice. I remember you said you had
pictures
that.
with
Yeah.
him.
Well, this is a big birthday for Dwight Howard. It's the
40.
big 4-0.
Superman.
We want to talk about Notre Dame.
Oh boy,
Do we want to talk about Notre Dame?
let's talk about him.
Let's talk about Notre Dame.
Notre Dame left out of the college football playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Surprising to some, not to others.
So, but what's interesting about this is that then they're like, forget it. We're not going to play any bowl games.
We don't. They're throwing a little bit of a tantrum.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to play in any bowl games because we were snubbed by the college football playoff.
There's a lot of support for Notre Dame from West Michigan
It's interesting. Notre Dame
as
only
a
lost.
secondary team.
They lost 2 games. They lost their first game to Miami by 3 points. They lost their second game to Texas A&M by a point. So they lost 2 games by 4 points. Then they won 10 straight.
Which, you know, the coaching staff is like, come on, these rankings.
They've been ranked ahead of some of the other teams for the entire season. Then
But
all of
then
a sudden, the last week when the
they're not gonna
playoffs are
make the
decided,
playoffs.
they're out.
What do you think?
I'm going to tell you, I'm a big Notre Dame fan. I
Okay.
don't know if you knew that.
I didn't know that.
I think you can make a case that they should not be in. Miami is in. Miami beat them in the first game of the season, head to head.
Even if it was only by 2-3 points,
3
they
points,
still beat them.
They still beat them. So head to head is one of the criteria. I think they should play in a bowl game.
But they're just choosing not to,
They're choosing not to.
like as a little tantrum, maybe.
I think it's a bit of a protest, yes.
Okay.
And they're getting mixed reviews on that. Some people agree, some people don't. I think they should play in the bowl game. One more opportunity for the kids to play.
Yeah.
School gets paid.
You wonder if, you know, who was helping make that decision? Was it the kids? Did they say, yeah, we don't want to? Or do you think it was just the coaches?
I don't know. That would be interesting to know. I didn't see anything about that in the stories that I read.
I imagine they're not talking about that.
But everybody is talking
Everyone
about
else is talking about
Notre
it.
Dame and not making it to the. Look, there are 12 teams in the playoffs. I like the format now. I'm sure it's going to expand again at some point and end up being 14 or 16 teams. But I like the way there's always going to be someone, hey, we were left out.
Yeah.
1 or 2 teams that have a case.
We'll
see.
The big news in my house was that Ohio State lost to Indiana, but that's because my husband's a big Ohio State fan.
That
so.
was a very good game. I
It
did
was a-
watch that
it was a
game.
good game.
Indiana pulled off the upset, and Indiana's the top-ranked team in the college football playoffs. So
I mean,
we'll
they were
see.
both undefeated going into
Yeah.
it, so you knew it was going to be a good game either way.
And Ohio State, remember, they lost to Michigan last year.
I
and then
remember.
They went on and they won the national championship.
That's true. We'll
So-
see. We want to just share this because we're hearing a lot more about these AI scams. And this is, you know, your favorite influencers on TikTok or Instagram, wherever you're getting your reels from, or celebrities. I think it's easier to assume a celebrity video might be fake if you think you know, like, typically what kind of videos they've done in the past.
Right.
And you see them promoting some product, you might go, what? That can't be real. It takes minutes now to make an AI deep fake video, and they're doing it with influencers who are on all the time making videos promoting products, so it's tricky.
It's really difficult to tell. You know, it's I don't know. They could make AIs of us, right?
They could. I mean, if somebody wanted to, don't do that, please.
Please don't.
You can't. It's illegal. But yeah, please don't do that. It's happening, and so the question becomes, you know, what should you do to avoid falling for this? Because, like one expert was saying they will tell you, they'll get you off of the platform and onto their own fake site with fake products, and then say, oh, that credit card didn't work, and they'll get you to put in 3 or 4 before you
Right.
realize, oh, wait a minute. And then they've got, that multiple forms of payment that they can try and get money from you through. So to avoid them, it's pretty typical advice. Go straight to the source. If you see a deal for a product, go to that products page separately. Don't click on the link. If there's no deal to be found like that, maybe it's not an
And if
actual.
it sounds too good to be true, it
Usually
probably is.
And the old, if you use your credit card as opposed to a debit card,
Yes.
that can help out too to get money back, but just maybe, try and avoid that altogether. Loneliness.
Oh boy.
More and more people are feeling, as we talk about social media,
Mm-hmm.
right? It can be alienating.
That's right.
A place that you think you're finding connection through, it's causing less and less human interaction.
AARP did a study saying that people 45 and older more people 45 and older reported feeling lonely, 40% as opposed to 35% when they did these surveys in 2010 and 2018.
That's a big jump.
That's quite a big jump. And actually, they also said more men than women
Okay.
reporting loneliness as well.
Yeah, that's just sad. If you have a family member who lives alone, I have my 96-year-old grandfather, and I should check in on him more too, because it's hard when you don't have the day-to-day responsibilities that you used to have. So check in on your loved ones, your friends, your neighbors. They could use it.
Yes, it's a good idea. Reach out to your friends and family as often as possible.
Thanks for hanging out with us for the last 30 minutes. We hope you have a great Monday.
Have a great day.